This warp storm could trap us here for a month or for a century. We cannot risk staying here. We must evacuate Tartarus before it arrives in 3 days' time.
The Imperial Guard and Holy Fleet can attend to the evacuation. The Blood Ravens have more pressing matters to contend with.
Such as?
I believe agents of chaos have taken strong root here.
I sense no taint here, even a chaos presence on Tartarus. It is better we leave them here with the Orks than waste more lives fighting them. We could wish no worse fate for either of our enemies, and to be trapped with the other. But we must leave here now.
That is a matter for my brothers and I to decide. We will use these 3 days to settle our affairs and satisfy our suspicions. Meanwhile, you have our transports to facilitate evacuation.
Colonel Brom, the captain and I must attend. If you would leave us, please.
But surely this involves me as a...
Forgive me for not being clear on the matter. I said please, when in fact I meant now.
This does involve him. You should have shown him a modicum of respect.
Captain, you uncovered extensive heresy on your home world. Cyrene, was it?
That has nothing to do with the events here on Tartarus.
But I believe they just did the Inquisition undertaken Exterminatus, the destruction of your planet's entire populace, which we obliged.
I still fail to see...
Captain, I am not questioning your loyalty, but I must wonder if your actions on Cyrene have not affected your judgment. Perhaps that was a poor choice of words. I merely fear that you might see chaos, but it does not exist. Subject of the Emperor, you serve the Imperium's interest before your own agenda.
Captain, that Inquisitor had no right to speak to you in such manner. But perhaps he is right. The coming storm will trap our enemies here, where they can consume one another.
And what if the forces of chaos escape the system before the storm? No. We will not use this freak occurrence as an excuse to avoid our enemies. They are here for a reason. And we will discover that reason.
We are with you, brother Captain, as always.
The humans are coming your way in full force. You should hear their heavy feet long before you see them, and smell them long before that.
Orbital Command has indicated the dropship landed in this general proximity. It's obvious someone has been digging here.
Cut by Orks?
I've never seen an Ork lend such a careful hand to a task.
If it wasn't Orks, then it must be the forces of chaos. We will follow this path and discover the truth behind what has transpired here. The sacred artifact will now be available to us. Construct it, and we will have access to powerful abilities. Today, the enemy shall know fear. Attack the Emperor!
Taking damage.
Wait. They weren't attacking. They were fleeing.
For terror. What could inspire fear in an Ork?
Thing is not right here. These Ork bodies do not look like they were
Emperor.
dispatched by Imperial hands. We must proceed with caution.
Terror.
My faith is my shield.
Perhaps we were
By my
mistaken about the
command.
presence of the
Attack.
forces of chaos.
Be it Eldar or Chaos, I will have answers either way. Press on, standing by to tend to our wounded. Build them at the sacred artifact. Reapers, fall back. We need Rhino transport
and
tanks.
duty.
They will allow us to get through unscathed and attack the Dark Reapers on those cliffs above. Available. Build them at the machine cult.
We carry the virtue. We deliver into battle. We carry the virtue. Going straight to the front line.
my command. Attack!
The Orks and Eldar are not in league together.
When one enemy attacks another, it does not mean they aren't in league. Just that they are living up to their lack of honor.
And duty. And those who lack honor deserve death. Follow me into battle. Follow me into battle. I speak his word.
Imperial Guard, charge!
What?
I will see that it happens.
A base near this location will give us a forward position with which to engage the enemy.
One for the Imperium.
Attack! Faith and duty. My aim shall not falter. For the glory of the Emperor. For the glory of the Emperor. So the good Inquisitor senses no chaos here. How fortunate for the Imperium that such keen-eyed eagles stand vigil over her gates.
What dark crafts have these Eldar invoked?
None. At least not here. The servants of Chaos sacrificed this poor guardsman themselves.
To what end, Isidore?
I know not. I believe the point in a map that leads elsewhere. Someone defaced many portions of text. Regardless of what Chaos seeks here, the altar requires a sacrifice of blood, or more likely, a life.
Brother Isidore, you have an hour to study the altar. Document everything as is our tradition. Then burn it, lest its taint infect us all.
But Gabriel, there is much to learn from here. We should not be too eager to...
Learn what? Chaos. It misleads and it betrays. There is nothing to learn here, save for our next course. These transports have been damaged somehow. Make the repairs, and be quick.
Well, brother Isidore, what betrayal have you wrought? Disabling your own harboring artifacts, despite your good captain's instructions.
Gabriel does not understand. He does not appreciate the significance of this.
Oh, but I do.
Quiet, heretic. Once I find what you seek, I will use it against you for the glory of the Emperor and my brothers.
You wish to deal me a harsh blow. To prove your strength, come to me. I wait at Mount Korath.
Have no fear, sorcerer. I will be there.